It's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
In motion left is Watkins. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. In motion left is Watkins. Right back to Sanders on first down.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 51 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. Complete to right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Throwing on third, Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Goff on first down. Wright's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They go back to the ground with Williams. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They run. It's Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. In motion right is Watkins. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Room here to run. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion left is Watkins. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff forced out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. On the move past the 40, and he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Philly, and even 50 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 164 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Williams, the man in motion left. Throwing again is gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Just beating the play clock is gone. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third and long. It's gone. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action with Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 1 now.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt, because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Goff on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes...
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone. And that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this. And they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. A give running left. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Gone. Looking for right, and he finds him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 182 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Another run here with Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And this is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion left is Watkins. On 2nd and goal, Hurts to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On 1st down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now's the time. Don't give them nothing.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 45 on second down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. In motion right is Watkins. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Goff now to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now it's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year